Ladies and gentlemen, you've been asleep for too long, not in the physical sense, but in the way life has numbed you. You wake up every morning, but your soul remains trapped in routines that kill your spirit. You've convinced yourself that tomorrow is when change will come, that someday you'll rise and start living the life you were meant to live. But here's the truth. Tomorrow doesn't exist and someday never comes. The clock is ticking, and every second you waste in hesitation is a second of your life you'll never get back. You've been gifted with time, energy, and the opportunity to shape your destiny. But if you don't wake up right now, all of it will slip through your fingers. Today is not just another day. It's the turning point. This is the moment where you decide whether you stay average or you rise and build a life that people will remember. Your excuses have become your chains. Every time you say, "I'll do it later," "I'm not ready yet," or maybe next week, you are adding another link to the chain that's holding you down. You think the world owes you something because you've been through pain, struggles, and failures. But the truth is, the world doesn't owe you anything. It's waiting to see if you have the courage to stand up and take what's yours. You're not broken. You're not unlucky. You're not doomed. You've simply fallen into the trap of comfort, and comfort is where dreams go to die. You cannot change your life by wishing. You cannot transform by waiting. Change only comes when you snap those chains, when you declare that enough is enough, when you rise with fire in your heart and refuse to live one more day as a shadow of who you truly are. Think about it. How many times have you looked at yourself in the mirror and felt disappointment? Not because of your looks, but because deep down you know you're capable of more. You know that you've been selling yourself short, giving half your effort, half your commitment, and then pretending that life is unfair. But life isn't unfair. You are unfair to yourself. You've been hiding from your own potential because it's easier to stay comfortable than it is to grind, to sweat, to bleed for what you want. But listen closely, greatness never comes easy. The men and women you admire didn't become legends because they took the easy path. They chose discipline when others chose laziness. They chose to fight when others chose to quit. And now it's your turn. Look into your own eyes and admit that you've been asleep, and then decide right now to wake up. Every morning is a fresh chance, but you treat it like a repeat of yesterday. You drag your body out of bed, scroll through your phone, and let hours disappear into nothingness. And then you wonder why your dreams feel so far away. It's because you've turned your mornings into wasted opportunities. The first hour of your day sets the tone for everything that follows. And if you wake up with weakness, you'll carry weakness into the rest of the day. But if you wake up with fire, discipline, and energy, you'll carry that momentum forward. Winners understand this. They rise before the world, they command their mornings, and they shape their destiny while others are still sleeping. You have that same power, but only if you decide to use it. Your morning is not just a routine, it's the foundation of your greatness. The people you admire, the ones you look up to, they're not superhuman. They didn't have more hours in the day than you. They didn't have easier lives, better luck, or more opportunities. They simply refused to waste time. They understood that every second matters, that discipline builds freedom, and that sacrifice creates success. You sit there wishing you could have their results, but you don't want to pay their price. And that's the brutal truth. Success demands a price, and most people aren't willing to pay it. But here's the secret. Once you start paying, once you start sacrificing your comfort, your laziness, your distractions, you begin to build momentum. That momentum transforms into discipline, and discipline transforms into power. And that power is what will change your life. Your mind is the battlefield, and right now, you're losing the war. Not because you're weak, but because you've allowed your thoughts to control you instead of you controlling them. Every time you say, "I can't," your brain believes it. Every time you say, "I'll try," your brain accepts failure before you even begin. Words matter. And the conversations you have with yourself are shaping your destiny. If you want to change your life, you must first change your mindset. Stop telling yourself you're tired. Stop telling yourself you're not ready. Stop telling yourself you're not good enough. Start commanding your mind with power. I can, I will, I must. Those words, spoken with conviction, will rewire your brain, and your brain will rewire your life. Change starts in your thoughts before it appears in your reality. There are two versions of you, the one you are right now and the one you're capable of becoming. The gap between them is the life you've been dreaming of. That stronger, more disciplined, more fearless version of you is waiting. But he won't just appear out of nowhere. You have to build him, brick by brick, decision by decision, habit by habit. Every choice you make is either pushing you closer to him or pulling you further away. When you skip the workout, when you waste time, when you procrastinate, you're feeding the weaker version. But when you grind, when you sacrifice, when you stay consistent, you're feeding the stronger version. The question is simple. Which version are you feeding today? Stop blaming your past. Stop saying you had it harder. Stop using your childhood, your failures, your heartbreaks as excuses to stay the same. Everyone has scars. Everyone has been through pain. Everyone has a story. But some people choose to let their story define them, while others choose to let it fuel them. The greatest warriors aren't the ones who lived easy lives. They're the ones who turned their suffering into strength. Your pain is not your prison, it's your weapon. But only if you decide to pick it up and use it. Life didn't break you, it prepared you. Every wound, every betrayal, every moment you thought you couldn't go on has given you the toughness to rise higher than you ever imagined. Stop running from your pain. Embrace it. Use it. Let it be the fire that makes you unstoppable. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you want to be. And discipline is not about motivation, it's about commitment. Motivation fades, it comes and goes like the wind. But discipline is a soldier inside you that doesn't care how you feel. Discipline says, I don't care if you're tired, I don't care if you're scared, I don't care if you don't feel like it. We're doing this anyway. That's how champions are made. They don't wait to feel ready. They train themselves to act regardless of feelings. If you want to change your life, stop chasing motivation and start building discipline. Because when discipline is in control, your emotions can't stop you. Your fears can't stop you. And nothing in the world can stand in your way. You have to understand your time is running out. People act like they have forever, but forever doesn't exist. You don't know if you have 10 years, 5 years, or even 1 day left. And yet you waste hours scrolling, gossiping, complaining, doing things that don't move you closer to your dreams. Imagine being on your deathbed one day and realizing you wasted your life. That's the most painful regret a human being can carry, the regret of wasted time. Don't let that be your story. Don't let your last breath be filled with I wish I had. Let it be filled with I gave everything. I lived fully. I left nothing behind. That's the power of urgency. And if you live with it, your life will transform. You've been conditioned to believe that success is luck, but that's a lie. Success is created, not given. It's built with blood, sweat, and relentless work. Every empire, every business, every legendary career was built by someone who refused to quit. They weren't smarter than you. They weren't luckier than you. They simply decided to work when others stopped. They pushed when others gave up. They refused to accept mediocrity. And if you do the same, your life will change. Stop waiting for luck. Stop waiting for someone to save you. No one is coming. It's on you. You're the one who must rise, fight, and take control of your destiny. Fear is your biggest enemy, and it's been holding you hostage. You're afraid of failure, afraid of rejection, afraid of what people will think. But fear is an illusion. It only has power if you give it power. Every successful person you admire felt fear, but they acted anyway. They understood that courage is not the absence of fear. It's action in spite of fear. The only way to defeat fear is to face it head on, to do the very thing your mind is telling you not to do. Once you do, you'll realize fear was never real. It was just a story you told yourself. The more you face fear, the smaller it becomes until one day you wake up fearless. And that's when you'll truly be unstoppable. Look around you. Most people are asleep. They walk through life like zombies, following the crowd, doing what they're told, never questioning, never chasing their true potential. They settle for jobs they hate, relationships that drain them, and lives that suffocate their spirit. Don't be one of them. Don't trade your freedom for comfort. Don't trade your dreams for security. You weren't born to be average. You were born to stand out, to create, to conquer. If you follow the crowd, you'll get what the crowd gets, mediocrity. But if you break away, if you walk your own path, you'll discover freedom, power, and purpose. The choice is yours. Will you be another face in the crowd, or will you rise and lead? Success isn't about talent. It's about persistence. You don't have to be the smartest, the strongest, or the most gifted. You just have to refuse to quit. Every time life knocks you down, get up. Every time you fail, try again. Every time someone doubts you, prove them wrong. Persistence is the weapon that destroys every obstacle. Most people quit after one failure, but the ones who succeed are the ones who keep swinging no matter how many times they miss. You have that same power. The question is, are you willing to endure the pain, the struggle, the rejection until you win? Because if you are nothing can stop you, your persistence will make you unstoppable. You're not here just to exist. You're here to create, to inspire, to impact, to leave a mark on this world. And you can't do that by playing small. The world doesn't remember the ones who stayed silent, the ones who hid in fear, the ones who lived average lives. The world remembers the bold, the fearless, the ones who dared to rise. That can be you, but only if you decide right now to wake up. This is your moment. This is your call. Don't let this message fade into the background noise of your life. Let it shake you. Let it move you. Let it ignite you. Wake up. Because your time is now, and the world is waiting for the fire only you can bring. You think you need more resources, more money, more connections before you can start, but that's a lie you tell yourself to stay safe. The truth is you already have everything you need to begin. You have your mind, your body, your willpower, and your time. That's enough. Every great story started with less than you have right now. People have built empires from nothing but hunger and vision. So what's your excuse? Stop waiting for the perfect conditions. The perfect time is a myth. The perfect resources don't exist. The perfect plan is a fantasy. All you need is courage to take the first step. Once you move, the path reveals itself. But as long as you stay frozen, you'll never know how far you could have gone. Every day you delay, you're digging yourself deeper into regret. Regret doesn't strike immediately. It builds quietly, slowly in the background of your life. Years later, it hits like a storm. It whispers, you could have done more. You could have been more. That whisper will haunt you if you don't act now. Don't be the person who looks back and wonders what might have been. Be the person who looks back and says, I gave it everything. Regret is the heaviest chain you'll ever carry, and most people wear it to their grave. Don't let that be you. Break the cycle before it's too late. Use today as the day you refuse to live one more second in the shadow of your own potential. You keep waiting for motivation to strike like lightning from the sky, but that's not how it works. Motivation is not something you wait for. It's something you create. It's born from action. The moment you take one small step, your energy shifts. The moment you push through laziness, your mind begins to sharpen. Action breeds motivation, not the other way around. So stop waiting. Stop saying, I'll start when I feel ready. You'll never feel fully ready. Start now and readiness will follow. The more you act, the more momentum you build, and momentum is the most powerful force you can harness. Once it's moving, nothing can stop it. All it takes is one decision, one step, one action, and your life begins to change. Let's face it, your comfort zone is killing you. It feels safe, but it's actually a slow death. The comfort zone convinces you that you're fine when you're really stuck. It tricks you into thinking you're living when you're only existing. And the scariest part, you don't even realize it until years have passed and you're still in the same place, wondering where your life went. Growth only happens in discomfort. Progress only comes when you stretch yourself, when you risk, when you step into the unknown. The pain you fear is the exact path to the person you want to become. Don't let comfort seduce you into wasting your life. Choose discomfort now so you can live free later. You've been programmed to care too much about what others think. You don't take action because you're scared of judgment, of criticism, of failure in the eyes of others. But here's the truth. No one is thinking about you as much as you think they are. Everyone is too busy with their own struggles to care about your mistakes. And even if they do talk, so what? Let them talk. Their opinions don't pay your bills. Their opinions don't build your dreams. Their opinions won't matter when you're gone. What will matter is whether you had the courage to live your truth, to chase your vision, to create the life you were born to live. Stop being a prisoner of opinions. Freedom begins when you stop caring what they think. Your dreams are possible, but they won't come without sacrifice. You'll have to give up late nights of distraction. You'll have to give up toxic people who don't believe in you. You'll have to give up comfort, laziness, and instant gratification. Success is not free. It demands a cost. The question is, are you willing to pay? Because if you are, the rewards are beyond imagination. You'll gain strength, freedom, power, and pride in yourself that no one can take away. But if you refuse, if you cling to comfort, you'll stay where you are. And deep down, you'll know you could have been more. Don't fear sacrifice. Fear mediocrity. Fear dying with your potential buried inside you. Remember this, the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. Waking up early, training your body, working on your goals, saying no to distractions, it hurts, but it passes. That pain is short-lived, but the pain of regret, it never leaves. It eats at you in silence, day after day, reminding you of what you lost. Which pain will you choose? The temporary discomfort of discipline or the lifelong torment of regret? Champions choose discipline. Losers choose regret. The choice is in your hands every single day, every single decision. Choose wisely, because your entire life is shaped by what you decide in those small moments. Look at your life right now. Be honest with yourself. Are you proud? Are you giving everything you have, or are you coasting, surviving, doing just enough to get by? If the answer is second, then you already know why you're not where you want to be. You can lie to others, but you can't lie to yourself. Deep down, you know when you're not giving your all. And if you're not giving your all, don't expect greatness. Life gives back what you put in. You put in half effort, you get half results. You put in full effort, you get transformation. Stop playing small. Stop pretending that average is enough. It's not for you, not for the life you want. It's time to demand more from yourself. The people who doubt you, the ones who laugh, the ones who say you can't do it, they're handing you fuel. Every insult, every doubt, every negative word is free energy for your fire. Use it. Don't get angry. Don't get discouraged. Don't waste time trying to prove them wrong directly. Just work. Grind in silence. Build in the dark. Let your results be the loudest revenge. Nothing shuts mouths faster than undeniable success. One day, the same people who doubted you will ask how you did it. And you'll smile because you know you didn't waste time listening to them. You wasted no energy on hate. You turned it all into power. That's how you win. You're stronger than you think. You've survived everything life has thrown at you so far. Every heartbreak, every failure, every setback, you're still here. That means you're unbreakable. Stop underestimating yourself. Stop acting like you're weak. You are a warrior, but you've been acting like a victim. Victims wait to be saved. Warriors save themselves. Victims complain. Warriors adapt. Victims quit. Warriors fight until the end. Which one will you be? The warrior or the victim? The choice is yours every day. Life isn't easy, but you weren't built for easy. You were built for hard. You were built to endure. And the moment you embrace that truth, nothing will stop you again. Habits will define your future. Not big decisions, not luck, not talent, your daily habits. What you do every single day compounds into the life you live. You can't say you want success and then waste hours on meaningless distractions. You can't say you want health and then feed your body poison. You can't say you want wealth and then waste every dollar on things that don't matter. Your habits reveal your priorities, and your priorities reveal your destiny. If you want to change your life, change your habits. Replace excuses with discipline. Replace laziness with action. Replace comfort with growth. Build habits that align with your vision, and your vision will become reality. Stop waiting for permission. You don't need approval from your family, your friends, or society to live your life. You don't need anyone to validate your dreams. The only permission you need is your own. But here's the problem. You've been denying yourself. You've been waiting for a green light that will never come. The truth is, no one is coming to tell you now is the time. You have to decide that for yourself. You have to create your own permission slip, your own opportunity, your own door. The world doesn't owe you a chance. You owe it to yourself to take one. So stop waiting. Step up. Own your life. Give yourself permission to live. Excuses are the language of the weak. They sound convincing, but they destroy your potential. You say you're too busy, but the truth is you're not prioritizing. You say you're too tired, but the truth is you're wasting energy on the wrong things. You say you don't know how, but the truth is you haven't tried hard enough to learn. Excuses are lies you tell yourself to stay comfortable. And the more you repeat them, the more you believe them. But here's the truth. No one cares about your excuses. Life only responds to results. The universe doesn't reward intentions. It rewards action. Kill your excuses. Replace them with accountability. That's the only way forward. Every second you spend doubting yourself is a second you could have spent building yourself. Self-doubt is poison. It eats at your confidence, your energy, your vision, and yet the only difference between you and the people you admire is that they didn't let doubt control them. They acted anyway. They felt the same fear, the same uncertainty, but they moved forward regardless. Confidence is not something you wait to feel. It's something you build by doing. Every time you take action, even when you're scared, your confidence grows. Stop waiting to feel ready. Start moving, and readiness will meet you on the way. The clock is ticking. Every moment you waste is gone forever. You don't get it back. Time is the most valuable currency you will ever have, and you're spending it like it's unlimited. But it's not. One day your time will run out and you won't get a warning. So ask yourself, are you spending your time on things that matter, or are you throwing it away on distractions, fears, and excuses? Your future is being built right now with how you use your time. Use it wisely. Live with urgency, because once it's gone forever.